a haunting tale of ghostly torment. I never believed in ghosts until that fateful night when I became the target of a relentless, otherworldly presence. It all started innocently enough when my family and I moved into an old Victorian house on the outskirts of town. The realtor had assured us it was a charming fixer-upper, but little did we know the horrors that lurked within its creaking walls. At first, the strange occurrences were subtle, doors creaking open on their own, cold spots that seemed to follow you from room to room, and the persistent feeling of being watched. I brushed it off as the quirks of an old house, but deep down a sense of unease gnawed at me. One night, I woke up to the sound of footsteps echoing through the hallway. My heart pounded as I strained my ears to listen. The footsteps grew louder, closer. I held my breath, paralyzed with fear as the door to my bedroom slowly creaked open. A shadowy figure stood in the doorway, its features obscured by the darkness. I couldn't move. My voice caught in my throat as the figure moved towards the foot of my bed. The air grew colder, and I could see my breath in the dim moonlight filtering through the curtains. The figure seemed to flicker like a dying flame, its form shifting and distorting. A raspy whisper filled the room, sending shivers down my spine. "Leave this place," it hissed, the words hanging in the air like a sinister melody. I mustered the courage to speak, my voice trembling. "Who are you? What do you want?" No answer. The figure simply stood there, its gaze penetrating through me. Panic set in and I bolted out of bed, fleeing down the hallway. The footsteps pursued me, each step echoing in the empty house. I could feel the presence closing in, an oppressive force that seemed to suffocate the very air around me. Days turned into sleepless nights as the ghostly stalker continued its relentless pursuit. I sought help from paranormal investigators, priests, and even mediums, but no one could rid our home of the malevolent entity. It followed me everywhere, an invisible shadow that clung to my every step. I became a shell of my former self, haunted by the relentless ghost that invaded my every waking moment. Friends and family grew distant, unable to comprehend the terror that consumed my life. I was trapped in a nightmare, a prisoner of a supernatural force that seemed determined to drive me to the brink of madness. One night, in a desperate bid to escape, I fled the accursed house, leaving behind the shattered remnants of a life that had once been filled with hope and happiness. But the ghostly stalker was not bound by the confines of brick and mortar. It followed me, its whispers echoing in the wind, a chilling reminder that some horrors cannot be escaped. I write this account now as a warning to those who may doubt the existence of the supernatural. There are things in this world that defy explanation, forces that lurk in the shadows, waiting to ensnare the unsuspecting. As for me, I'm condemned to live the rest of my days in the suffocating embrace of a ghostly presence, a constant reminder that some nightmares never end. Thanks for watching.